To start tonight's ball game, Glen Oaks won the toss and elected to receive. Baker will be kicking off. Game time temperature is right at 70 degrees. We got a gusty little breeze blowing out of the southwest, and as we said, we got a dry field condition for tonight's ball game. I'm Sid Gotro along with Bert Carson. This telecast is brought to you by Treb Productions, owned and operated here in Baker by Mr. Bert Carson. He'll be doing the color commentating with us tonight. On
red
camera,
and white.
Red and white. Our cameraman for tonight's game is Mr. Mike Goo Allen, and our statistician is Mr. Matthew Matuski. Also, we have a guest in the press box tonight who is expert commentator Brad Bowman, owner and operator of Brad's Health Club here in Baker. Kickoff going down about to 26. Tackle made there by number 11, Gary Wentz, and number 43 should be Mr. Jernigan.
Toss the ball at the 31-yard line.
Going to be 43 in on that tackle, Scott Jernigan, and number 11, Gary Wentz, brings the ball out to the 31-yard line. Glen Oaks will take over their first possession of tonight's ball game. 1st and 10 on the 31. Tackle made by number 42, Scott Clark. Pickup of about 4 yards on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd and 6. Back. Tackle made by number 88, James Monaghan, along with number 46, Marcus Wall. Pickup of about, let's say about 1 on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 5. Pass outside, number 81. Tackle made by number 29. It's going to be Alvin Green, and number 20, Von Page, but not until it's enough for a 1st down. 1st down out to the 48-yard line, where the Panthers pick up their first 1st down of the night's ball game. That's a 13-yard pass play. Oh, hard tackle made that time by number 46, Marcus Wall, along with number 77, Tim Gooden, and number 70, Jonathan Jenkins, all in on the tackle. Loss of, pickup of about a yard on play, gonna bring up 2nd and 9.
2nd down and 9.
Red and white.
That's our color commentator, Bert Carson. Could you give us another comment?
Well, I'm just describing the colors on the each team's
That's what a color
uniform.
man's for. Drop back pass over the middle. Broken up by number 42, Scott Clark. Intended for number 81. That's Pete Smith. Is incomplete. It's going to bring up 3rd and 9.
And, you know, tonight they're using brown on the football.
I tell you what, it helps to have a good color man in the press box.
Martin comes into the lineup for Glen Oaks.
That was a black shirt that the ball boy just came on.
Will pizza be delivered up here tonight?
No.
Could you run out and get it? I'm starving. I hope
tonight's pizza will be furnished by Sicily's Pizza on Main Street in Baker.
Great.
Sid.
Thank you, Bert. Oh, beautiful interception. Great interception by number 46, Marcus Wall. Boy, it looked like he just had stickum on his hand. That ball went there. Great interception, great effort by Marcus Walls. Good hand-eye coordination. He scooped it in. Big break for the Buffaloes. gives them excellent field position down to the Panther 44-yard line.
43-yard line.
Baker takes over 1st and 10 on that turnover. Great interception by number 46, Marcus Wall. Marcus played some outstanding football for the Buffaloes this year. Mook hands off to number 22, Butler. Butler's down to about the 40-yard line. Pick up of about 3 on the play. He's going to bring up 2nd and 7.
Pick up a 3, 2nd down and 7.
Folks don't mind us. We're just a little goofy tonight because it's the last game.
No way to go that time. Mook handed off to number 22, Butler. Nowhere at all. In fact, he might have lost a yard on play. He's going to bring up 3rd and a long 7. Let's say 8.
I should say the last regular season game because we'll definitely be in playoff action next week.
Well, it should be right back here at Wedge Kyes Stadium. Being that Baker is the district champ, they shouldn't have to travel. They should play at home. Who their opponent will be, we won't know. We won't know until after all the results of the high school action are in tonight.
Rumor has it it'll be Capital High, but of course that's just one of the possibilities.
Great concentration. Beautiful pass. Great effort. Number 3, Anthony Alexander. Great concentration. Moved through the ball. Hit him right there. Put the ball right on the money. Alexander hit his hands. It kind of bounced up. He kept his concentration. Pulled the ball down. Was hit by 2 people. Broke loose. Brought the ball all the way down to about the 6-yard line. Well, let's call it the 5-yard line. Bring 1st and goal for the Buffaloes at the 5 after that 36-yard pass completion.
See, now I'm being told Catholic High, so I guess nobody knows really.
Number 30, Jeff Braxton, fighting his way down close to the goal line. Looks like he's about a yard short. Bring up 2nd and goal. Yeah, I doubt if Baker would play someone within their district. Capital should be the runner-up in the 7 Quad A district, and they should travel if it winds up that way, that they are stay in 2nd place, which I think they're probably in a mathematical certainty of being in 2nd place, as Baker is in being in 1st. Hand out to number 32, Mike Davis tries up the middle, but nowhere. It's going to bring up 3rd down. He may have picked up about a foot on the play. Has no gain on the play. Bring up 3rd and goal. Baker trying right up the middle 2 times in a row. From the 5 on the 1st down, Braxton picked up about 4 yards. No gain on the play that time. Really actually less than a yard to go. Mook trying a quarterback sneak, and he's in for the touchdown. And with 6 minutes and 54 seconds left to go here on the 1st quarter play at Wedge Kyes Stadium, Baker Buffaloes on their first possession of the ball game take it in on a 44-yard drive, capped off by a 1-yard plunge by Mook. And they're on the board with 6 minutes and 54 seconds left to go in the 1st quarter, 6-0. Mook's fixing to attempt the extra point. In the hole is number 10, Joey Nelson. Snaps down, the ball down. Mook drills it. It's good. And with 6 minutes and 54 seconds left to go in the 1st quarter, it's Baker 7, Glen Oaks nothing. We're back with you, ladies and gentlemen. Baker Buffaloes just taking, after a Marcus Wall interception, had a 44-yard drive capped off by a touchdown run by number 14, Greg Mook. Point after was good, and Baker's up by a score of 7-0. Kick's going down to about the 21-yard line. Ball carrier trying to reverse field. Tackle made there by number 6, Reggie Hilliard. Along with number 65 for the Buffaloes, Fred McGee.
Still want to remind the folks that next Saturday we will be bringing playoff action at 11 o'clock, still on cable channel 2. We'll be following the Buffaloes all the way to the end. And also I'd like to remind the people that 9 o'clock, 9 a.m. next Saturday, cable channel 2, we'll have the 2 games of the FOP Bowl that's going to be played actually tomorrow, or actually today while you're watching this.
Good job that time. Boy, nowhere to go. Number 42, Scott Clark. Number 20, Von Page in to assist, but number 79, Creighton Gilry, last week's defensive player of the game, was all over the ball carrier. Lost about a yard on play, brings up 2nd and 11. Set the safeties for the Buffaloes, number 29, Alvin Green, along with number 9, Brad Turner. At the corners is number 8, Amondo Frank, and number 20, Von Page. Linebackers are number 42, Scott Clark, number 46, Marcus Wall. Get the rest of the defense in a second. Pass complete to number 80. He's got running room and a first down into Baker territory, all the way down to about the 45-yard line. Breakdown in the secondary. Man was wide open. Gets all the way down to the Baker 45-yard line. Big first down for the Glen Oaks Panthers, 29-yard pass play. The ends for the Buffaloes tonight are number 89, Alfred Marshall, and number 88, James Monaghan. At tackles, you're going to see number 70, Jonathan Jenkins, and number 77, Tim Gooden. Nose guard will be number 79, Creighton Gilry. Boy, good job that time. In on the tackle, number 89, Alfred Marshall, along with number 70, Jonathan Jenkins, and number 79, Creighton Gilry. Loss on a play of about 3 yards. Going to bring up 2nd and 13.
Loss of 3, 2nd and 13.
This is the first time in tonight's contest that Glen Oaks has been in the Baker territory. Their first possession was stopped after 1 first down was made by interception by Marcus Wall. Pass was intended for number 81, incomplete. Going to bring up 3rd down and 13. Ball back on the Baker 48-yard line.
Tonight's game's brought to you by Friends of Hair Salon, State Farm Bill Burbank agent, Big River Tire, Superior Ford and Zachary, Hilton Satellites, PPP Interiors, and Baker Music Studios. See it?
Bert, you're doing an outstanding job with the color tonight. I really appreciate it. Could you give us a little more color commentation?
Well, there's someone passing down there in a green shirt.
Quarterback dropping back. He's got some pressure, but he gets the ball away. Incomplete out here on the sideline. Intended for number 14. He was covered there by number 29. It'll be Alvin Green. It's going to bring up 4th down. I'm sure Glen Oaks will elect to punt the ball. Back deep for the Buffaloes will be number 13, Lindsay Scott, along with number 2, Greg Davis.
Now, you know, Sid, tonight Coach Thomas is wearing the white shirt and black pants.
Oh, I'll tell you what, and nobody here so far, since we've been doing these games, has done any better color. Ball bounces into the end zone. Be brought back out to the 20 where Baker will take over his 2nd possession of the night's game. 1st and 10 on their 20-yard line.
See, we had a little pushing and shoving out there, but the Zebras didn't see it, so there won't be any laundry out there on that's yellow flags out there on the field.
Try to get some of the Buffaloes you'll see on offense tonight. Of course, number 14, Greg Mook, is a quarterback. You'll see number 22 in there. That'd be Eric Butler. You'll also see number 32, Mike Davis. Number 30, Jeff Braxton, is in the ball game from time to time. Right now, At fullback is number 32, Mike Davis, and number 22 is at the tailback position. Eric Butler, pitchback's number 22. He tries around the end. He breaks it around the side. Picks up about 3 yards. Well, let's make it 4 yards. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 6. Center in the ball game for the Buffaloes, number 51, Jeff Ducote. At tackles will be number 72, Tommy Figueroa, along with number 76, George Lebrano. At the guard position is number 78, Rodney King, along with number 64, Craig Lane. Also in at wide receivers, you'll see number 2, Greg Davis, and number 3, Anthony Alexander, who alternate bringing in the plays for the Buffaloes. Tight end will be number 44, Tim Breeden. And of course, also in there will be number 13, Lindsey Scott. It brings up 3rd down for the Buffaloes, 3rd and a long 3. Flag on the play. I think we're going to have it brought back. Pass was intended for number 44, Breeden. It was incomplete, but there's a flag on the play. I think it's going to be against the Buffaloes, and it is. Imagine this penalty be declined, bring up 4th down. Buffaloes have to punt the ball. Let's see what the call is. Illegal motion against the Buffaloes. Was declined as we figured it would be, and it brings up 4th down and 3. The ball at the Buffaloes 27-yard line. So Baker having to punt after his 2nd possession of the ball game. First possession was given to him by an interception from Marcus Wall. Baker had a 44-yard drive, which they scored and got the extra point. We're at 7-0. But Baker's 2nd possession, Moo gets a high kick, not a very long kick. Going to take a halfway Glen Oaks bounce. Goes out of bounds at the Baker 48-yard line, so it wasn't a good punt at all for Greg Mook. We've seen him get some outstanding punts off this year, but that was definitely not one of Greg's better punts. And Glen Oaks is going to take over at the Baker 49-yard line for their 3rd possession of the night's contest. If you're just tuning in with us, it's 3 minutes and 54 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Score Baker Buffalo 7, Glen Oaks Panthers nothing. Quarterback keeps the ball that time, gets down to the Baker 44-yard line, so it's a pickup of about, let's say 6 yards on the play. I'll say 5. It's going to be 2nd down and 5 to go. So far tonight, Glen Oaks has not been able to really move the ball on the ground at all against the Buffaloes. In their last 2 possessions, the only yardage that they picked up was in the air on pass plays. And they weren't the long pass plays, they were the short pass plays. Handoff up the middle. Ball carrier's really got some room. I spoke too soon. Big hole all the way down to the Baker 31-yard line. Would it be a 1st down for the Panthers? Ball carrier running hard that time, picked up 11 yards. For that last play, Glen Oaks only had 11 yards on 6 carries, but good running.
They're doing an outstanding job.
Yeah, good color. Oh, great job. Man, did that. There's going to be a clip on the play, a clip. Well, I tell you what, number 88, James Monaghan, was all over the quarterback. I thought it was going to be a sack. Somehow, Glen Oaks quarterback Lyle Andre just got away from number 88, James Monaghan, but it was a clip. Clip occurred on number 46, Marcus Wall, who was coming in to try to make the tackle on the quarterback. Ball carrier quarterback only picked up about a yard on the play. But I'm sure Baker will elect to take the penalty. Number 90 checking in the ball game for the Buffaloes, Keith Brossett, along with number 28, Harold Williams. Brossett replacing number 70, Jonathan Jenkins. Well, number 79 rather, and number 70, number 79, Clayton Gilry, and number 70, Jonathan Jenkins coming out of the ball game. In to take their place is number 28, Harold Williams, and number 90, Keith Brossett. Brings up first down at 25. Flags down again. Flags thrown and whistles blown before the snap of the ball. Somebody evidently is lined up off sides. All it could be. False start against the Glen Oaks Panthers, so this will back them up even further. Glen Oaks, after that good run from scrimmage on second down to the Baker 31-yard line, they hurt themselves with penalties. The ball's all the way back out to the Glen Oaks 49-yard line, where it's going to bring up first and 30. First and 30.
49-yard line.
Handoff up the middle. Good job by number 46, Marcus Wall. Met the ball carrier just after he came through the line of scrimmage. Marcus Wall, number 46, making the tackle. Pickup of about 3 on the play, so it's going to bring up second down about 27. Well, that time the pass was right there, intended for number 80, Johnny Duncan, but he heard footsteps, and those footsteps belong to number 29, Alvin Green, who really the ball got there before Alvin did, but a young man was watching, heard Alvin coming, and
Alvin was so close to him, I think it scared him a little bit.
I most definitely do think it scared him, but pass is incomplete, brings up third down at 27. Definite passing situation for the Panthers.
I'm going to say they have to punt next time.
I would think they probably would punt unless they pick up good yardage here. Quarterback in a lot of trouble, number 77 wrapping him up. That's Tim Gooden. Flag down on the play. After the play. Probably going to go against the Buffaloes. From the indication and the reaction of some of the players on the field, looks like it might be against the Buffaloes. It is going against the Buffaloes. Dead ball, personal foul. It was after the play, which is totally
even with this big of a
for.
gain, that's still not going to give them a first. They got a long way to go.
Well, they would have bring up a fourth down, but it's a 15-yard penalty. They'll bring the ball all the way down to the Baker 33-yard line. So rather than third and 27, it's going to bring up third and, let's say, 11.
That's going to give them an automatic first down.
That was an automatic first down, so one of those just totally uncalled for penalties. You got them backed up. It's third down at 27 yards, and you create a dead ball personal foul.
So it's talking about even with 15 yards, I wouldn't have gave them that first down, but because of the automatic first down, the personal foul, that's something there that it shouldn't have been.
They started first and 10 from the 31, and with the penalties, had a first and 30 from out at their own 49, but dead ball personal foul gives them a first and 10 at their 30, at the Baker 33. Pickup of 1 brings up second and 9 for Glen Oaks.
Shotgun formation.
Oh, man, I tell you what, you can't fault the quarterback. That's 2 passes he's thrown, hit his men right in the hands. Couldn't ask for any better passes, and they've just dropped them. Anticipating a hit and not worrying about catching the ball. Tim Gooden breaking it up. Brings up a third down. Third and 9. Glen Oaks has had 7 attempted passes so far tonight and only completed 2. But that's certainly not the quarterback's fault. He has had men wide open. Flag. We got interference on number 8. Armando Frank defending.
Flag on the play.
He had him by the jersey a little bit there. I tell you what, this is the kind of thing that you cannot play this kind of football in a playoff game or against a good team and expect to win.
You can't have these mental errors like that.
Baker had this team 2nd and 30 from their own 49, and due to penalties, just trying to let Glen Oaks keep themselves in a ball game. That's another automatic first down. It's going to give Glen Oaks a first down and 10 at the Baker 18-yard line. Just tuning in, we got 38 seconds left to go in the first quarter here at Wedge Kyes Stadium. Baker's on top by a score of 7-0, but Glen Oaks, due to some penalties on the Baker's behalf, is down here in threatening position. No gain on a play that time. I can't see who the tackle, I think it was made by number 46, Marcus Wall. Brings up 2nd and 10, the ball on the 18. Clock still running. 18 seconds left to go in the quarter. Glen Oaks may, I think they're going to let the clock run down and let them change in fields. That'll do it for the first quarter of play here at Wedge Kyes Stadium. The score is Baker 7, Glen Oaks nothing. We'll be back in a minute.
911, what is your emergency? I'll have the rescue unit and police on the way. Thank you, sir. Signal 20I, Groom at Texas. Rescue unit is en route to handle code 2.
The scene that you see here is enacted out each and every day within the city of Baker. Somewhere, someone calls for help each and every day. And the professional men and women that serve you within the fire and police departments respond to that call for help.
Many times, Sid, the people of Baker have called upon your department of mine, the police and fire department. And we respond. We respond to the best of our ability to everything we're asked to do. And now, people, we are asking you to do something for us. And that is to vote for police and fire proposition on November the 8th. We need your help. Won't you please help us? Thank you. Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back with you to start the second quarter of play here at Wedge Kyes Stadium in Baker, Louisiana. Scores Baker Buffaloes 7, Glen Oaks Panthers nothing. Glen Oaks has a 2nd and 10 from the 18-yard line. Quarterback's on a rollout. He's got some pressure. Number 79's putting good pressure on him. Creighton Gilry putting outstanding pressure on the quarterback, forced him to throw the ball sooner than he wanted to. Pass incomplete. Going to bring up a third down at number 10.
Yes, Sid, I had the privilege and pleasure of riding with the Baker High Choir today. We went down to Struma Baptist Church, and they're going to be one of the choirs featured in a Christmas album that's being videotaped to be played on Baton Rouge and Baker Zachary Cablevision.
That's great. Pass complete. Receiver fell down, but caught the ball. Pickup of about, let's say 4 yards on the play. Bring up 3rd and 6. The ball on about the, let's say the 14-yard line. Glen Oaks calling a timeout. They have 4th down and 6. Glen Oaks desperately needs to put some points on the board here.
know, Sid, on a serious note, I want to thank you and Greg Allen for putting in y'all's time this football season. Again, y'all do an excellent job, an outstanding job, and we've been doing this for, I guess, 6 years now, and I appreciate it, and I believe folks out there appreciate it. That's another thing I want to thank the people out there in Baker and the businesses who help support this kind of thing, so we can bring you Baker High School football. And this year we're going to try to do a little bit more and try to bring you some Baker High basketball.
Well, as you say, Bert, without the business's support, things such as this event right here would not be possible. We wouldn't be able to bring you these ball games without the support of our businesses. But we certainly want to thank all the businesses and thank all the fans who do watch this program. I've had a most enjoyable time over the last 6 years, and being able to participate in this capacity, it's been a pleasure for me to do it. Of course, as an ex-athlete here at Baker High School, and as a father who has athletes here now, you know, it's a pleasure for me to be involved in this capacity, and hope to continue in the years to come. Pass almost intercepted by number 46, Marcus Wall. It's incomplete, and
that should turn it back over, the ball back over to Baker.
Well, there's a flag on the play. We'll have to see what it is. But we are glad to bring these telecasts to you, and I know it adds another dimension to athletics here at Baker High School, and especially the football program.
As I was saying, see, we're going to try to bring Baker basketball. We're going to try to feature about 10 of the games being played, and that's just another thing we'd like to do. If anybody has any suggestions or would like anything in particular, they need to get in touch with me, and we'll see what we can do.
Well, I tell you what, I can't believe this call. We had a 4th down and 6 from about the 14-yard line. Baker held them. Apparently it held Glen Oaks and would have taken the ball over, but they're calling defensive holding against the Buffaloes. That's a call that you hardly ever see, is defensive holding. Now, I don't know. Come on, Baker, let's go! That gives Glen Oaks a 1st down. Looks like somebody, somebody out there is trying to keep Glen Oaks in the ball game.
I'm glad you said that, because I wanted to say it.
Well, I'm going to tell you, that just holding on the defense is just... Ball carrier picks up maybe a yard on the play. Going to bring up 2nd goal from about the 4.
Ball is spotted at the 4-yard line, 2nd down, and goal to go from the Baker.
Well, I don't like to say anything about an official because he's got a tough job out there, and every call he makes half the stands happy and half of them mad, but I'd really have to question that kind of call down there. Defensive holder, I think that's the first time we've heard that all year. Glen Oaks picks up about another yard on the play, maybe 2 yards. Gonna bring up 3rd, let's say a yard, and 3rd and goal from the 3.
3rd down and 2.
Well, the ball's actually closer to the 2-yard line than it is the 3-yard line, but it brings up 3rd down and goal. Glen Oaks rolling out. Man's wide open. Wide open. He was out there by himself. Nobody was even close to him. Pass was complete. There's a flag down on the play. Well, it's after the play. Wait, flag just flew. But Glen Oaks coming up with a big play there on 3rd and goal from the 2. Quarterback just kept the ball rolled out. One man out there by himself, nobody around him at all. Pass was complete. And Glen Oaks is on the board. We have 10 minutes and 5 seconds left to go in the first half of play here, Wedge Kyes Field. The penalty is a dead ball personal foul against the Buffaloes. scores Baker 7, Glen Oaks 6.
Are you sure? What kind of maneuver are they doing here, Sid?
Well, this is just razzle-dazzle, but it doesn't fool anybody, I don't think. Hell, what they did, I don't want to even comment right now. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with you in just a few minutes.
When you have a family of your own, you want to make sure they'll have the things they need, the way you always did. When it's time to plan the life insurance program to secure their future, there's someone nearby you can depend on. Your State Farm agent knows life insurance and is ready to help, like a good neighbor.
Call Bill Burbank or Montiel Carson at 926-6630.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back with you. Glen Oaks scored here on, I don't know how, it went back and forth with so many penalties. The penalties played a big factor in their scoring drive, a tremendous factor. But Glen Oaks scored, made the score as it stands right now is 7-6. After the score, Glen Oaks lined up as if they were going to kick the extra point, but they tried for the 2-point play. It was incomplete. There was a penalty against Glen Oaks on the play of illegal procedure. Baker declined the penalty. So with 10 minutes and 5 seconds left to go in the first half of play, Baker Buffaloes on top by a score of 7-6. After the touchdown play, there was a dead ball, personal foul against the Buffaloes, and of course it's been ensued on this kickoff. So Glen Oaks will be kicking off from the 50-yard line. Back deep for the Buffaloes is number 4. Of course, it's going to the short man. Back deep for the Buffaloes was number 4, Earl Marcel, but it was a short kick, bad kick. Went to number 88, James Monaghan, who touched the ball and fell on it, covered it. Back at the Baker 19-yard line, so Baker will take over their possession. 1st and 10 on the Baker 19-yard line.
Now, we want to thank Sicily's Pizza for feeding us up here in the booth. They wanted me to make an announcement that you get a free Coke with the purchase of a small or medium pizza, a free pitcher of Coke with the purchase of a large or an extra large. Or if you bring your ticket stub from tonight's game sometime today, you get a 10% discount on any purchase. Number 30 swinging around. He's got some room.
Number 30, Jeff Braxton on the carry. Finally pass out of bounds at the
Number 30, Jeff Braxton, the ball carrier.
34-yard line.
No, for a first down, big play. Brings it out to the Baker 34-yard line.
From the 34. Changes comes into the lineup for Baker.
Jeff Braxton in the tailback position. The pitch back is to number 30, Braxton. He's got people, but he outruns them. Picks up about 7 yards on the play. Braxton doing an excellent job for the Buffaloes here the last couple of plays. Brings up 2nd down and 3. He's out to the 31-yard line.
Sid, the folks need to stay tuned in. At halftime, I'll be describing the colors on our pizza.
Good. That's just what, I tell you what, that's what a color analysis is all about. Hand off to number 30, Braxton again. He's running hard over the right guard. He gets enough for a first down out to about the Baker 47-yard line. So Jeff Braxton carrying the ball the last 3 consecutive plays, picking up good yardage for the Buffaloes and 2 first downs.
Like I said, he's just flat out running them. Taking right around the side on 2 of the plays and just flat out running them.
Jeff Braxton, number 30. 170-pound junior for the Buffaloes. I'm sure he'll see a lot of action next year. Who fakes a handoff. He throws over the middle. Number 44, Tim Breeden, all the way down to the 28-yard line. Make it the 29-yard line. Tim Breeden, tight end for the Buffaloes. Mook putting the ball right there. Beautiful pass, good reception. Breeden was in the open. Buffalo first down all the way down to the Panther 29-yard line. It was a 25-yard pass play from Greg Mook. So far tonight, Mook has been right on the money with his passes.
And his receivers have been catching.
Another young man for the Buffaloes, number 44, Tim Breeden, is on 185-pound sophomore. Number 32, Mike Davis, the ball carrier down to about the 25-yard line. Pickup of about 4 on the play. It's going to bring up second and long 6.
See, you got to give credit to his receivers, too, because just like with the Glen Oaks, that quarterback has been right on the money, but his receivers hadn't.
Number 2 coming in the ball game, Greg Davis bringing the play in the number 14, Mook. Buffalo so far started this drive on their 18-yard line down to the Glen Oaks 25-yard line. Mook on a rollout. He's got time. He throws complete. Number 2 got good room. He's inside the 10. He's down about the 6-yard line. Greg Davis, fine reception and good run after the play. Takes the ball all the way down to the Glen Oaks 6-yard line where it's first and goal from the 6. 19-yard pass play. Well, I tell you what, tonight Greg Mook has been right on the money, and his receivers have done their job. I tell you, they've caught the ball and run well with it after they've caught it. In the I formation, number 32, Davis is a fullback. Pitch back to number 30, Braxton. Had men all over him. Boy, loss on the play that time, all the way back out to about the 8-yard line. Bring up second and goal from the 8. Well, let's say the 7-yard line. Loss of 1 on the play. Second and goal from about the 7. Braxton had no room to run that time. He had 2 men on him when he got the ball. Mook is 3 for 3 so far tonight for 80 yards. Mook's on a rollout. He could keep the ball. Number 44, Tim Breeden. Mook doing an excellent job at quarterback. Roll out, threw the ball, rolling out to his right on the run. Complete to number 44, Tim Breeden. Good catch, man. That's Tim Breeden's first touchdown as a Baker Buffalo, a varsity Buffalo. Tim Breeden, number 44, excellent reception in the end zone from number 14, Greg Mook, and the Buffaloes on top by a score of 13-6. Number 10, Joey Nelson, gets a snap, puts the ball down. Mook gets a kick up, and that's his second extra point for tonight, and the Buffaloes on top by a score of 14-6.
Ever been pushed into buying a car or truck that didn't fit your needs? Then you need to see the salespeople at the No Hassle dealer, Superior Ford. They've just received Ford Motor Company's Distinguished Achievement Award for high-quality standards in both sales and service. And Superior Ford satisfied customers agree.
Superior Ford is a no-hassle dealer. The salesman here went more than the extra mile.
Superior Ford is your no-hassle dealer.
As the name says, Superior.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back with you here at Wedge Kyes Stadium. 6 minutes and 59 seconds left to go in the first half of play here, and the Baker Buffaloes are on top of the Glen Oaks Panthers by a score of 14-6. Glen Oaks scored a touchdown here to open up this quarter. However, Baker took the ball over on the 18-yard line and went 82 yards on the drive, capped off by 8-yard pass. Good tackle out there. Number 7, Mike Birdwell. Number 7, Mike Birdwell in on a tackle for the Buffaloes, along with number 6, Reggie Hilliard. Glen Oaks will take over first and 10 on their 35-yard line. So far tonight, Mook is 4 for 4 in the passing department for 88 yards and 1 touchdown. Greg Mook having an outstanding job at quarterback tonight. Receivers doing an outstanding job as well. Tackle made by number 42, Scott Clark, and number 46, Marcus Wall. Ball carrier picked up about 4 yards on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd and 6. Ball on the 39-yard line.
39-yard line. Picked up a 4 yards, 2nd down and 6.
Got a little light show going on tonight by Mother Nature. Got a little thunder in the sky to the north of us, up around Slaughter, Zachary area. So long as the rain stays away, we'll be in good shape. Knock on wood. Fumble. Quarterback picked the ball up, but number 70, Jonathan Jenkins, all over him. Jonathan coming up with the play behind the line of scrimmage. Going to bring the ball back out to the original line of scrimmage, back at the 35, so it's going to bring up 3rd and 10. Loss of 6 on the play. Number 79, Clayton Gilry, stepping out of the ball game for the Buffaloes, along with number 90, Keith Brossett. Got a ball game. Oh, good job, number 20, Von Page, coming in from his cornerback position, putting good pressure on the quarterback. Also back there was number 77, Tim Good. Loss of 8 on the play, going to bring up 4th down and 18. I'm sure the Panthers will elect to punt the ball. Back deep for the Buffaloes, number 13, Lindsey Scott, and number 2, Greg Davis.
Go ahead, shoot it back there. Okay, go ahead.
Glen Oaks punts going down to number 2, Greg Davis. Greg keeps the ball kind of smothered down there at about the 36-yard line. Baker take over 1st and 10 at the 36.
Our Thomas marked just outside the 35-yard line. Buffalo ball. 1st and 10 from their own 35.
Drops back. Well, had a little time. His flag's down. Flag's down on the play, but Greg moves down as well. Big loss on the play. Have to see what the flag is. Face mask against the Panthers. Should negate that loss. 5-yard penalty. It was an inverted face mask. Going to bring up 1st and 5. Ball at the 40-yard line. Number 2, Greg Davis, bringing the play for Buffalo.
Pass violation, move the ball up to just outside the 40. 1st down and 5 around the 40.
Mook pitches back, number 22, Butler. We got a reverse, number 13, Lindsey Scott. He's got room, running hard all the way down to the 39-yard line. Great play that time, a reverse play. Mook hand off to number 22, Eric Butler, who hand off to number 13, Lindsey Scott. Lindsey Scott on the far side of the field making an outstanding run, had a good block out there. All the way down to the Glen Oaks 39-yard line. Baker takes over 1st and 10 at that point. That was a 20-yard run by Lindsey Scott. 3 minutes and 39 seconds left to go in the first half. Baker on top 14-6. Mook drop back over the middle. Complete. Boy, Mook having an outstanding night so far. Complete down to near the 1st down. Marker down to about the 29-yard line.
Ball is spotted at the 29-yard line.
Might have timeout for a measurement here. We're not quite sure. Officials are calling for timeout for a measurement. Be awful close.
See it again, I want to remind the folks, next Saturday at 9 a.m. we will have the replay of the FOP Bowl, 2 games Saturday morning, followed by the first playoff game of the Baker High Buffaloes. Trev Productions will be following the Baker High Buffaloes all the way to the end.
First down for the Buffaloes down to the Glen Oaks 29-yard line. And I keep saying it, but I'm very impressed tonight. Greg Mook looking very sharp, looking sharper than he's looked all season. Greg Mook 5 for 5 for 96 yards and 1 TD. So Greg, so far tonight, having one of the best games that he's had here is in his senior year at Baker High School. 6 for 6. Pass complete to number 44, Tim Breeden, who's also having a good ball game for the Buffaloes. 3 of those completions have been to Breeden. Breeden picks up about 4 yards on play, brings up 2nd and 6. Tim Breeden also on the receiving end of that touchdown.
Ball is spotted at the 25, 2nd and 6.
Out of the backfield, complete to number 22, Butler. Butler doing a fine job getting down enough for a first down all the way down to the 15-yard line. Baker will have another first down, 1st and 10 at the Glen Oaks 15-yard line with 2 minutes and 32 seconds left to go in the first half. Has a gain of 9 on the play. Greg Mook is now 7 for 7 in the passing department. For well over 100 yards. I think he's close to about 107, 108 yards and 1 touchdown. Pitch back to Butler. Butler's got a little room. Good block. Good block out there by number 50, Lonnie Furr. Good run by Butler. Butler takes it all the way down inside the 10 to about the, well, let's say the 7-yard line. Brings up 2nd and 3. The ball on the Glen Oaks 7-yard line. Number 3 checking in, Anthony Alexander with the play.
See it, I see the pizza's on the way up here.
Thank God.
Sicily's feeding us up here in the booth tonight. Sicily's Pizza, Main Street, Baker.
Well, I won't be talking at halftime. I'm going to be eating. Butler bulling his way inside the 5-yard line down to about the 4. It should be enough for a first down. If it is, it'll give the Buffaloes 1st and goal, and it is 1st and goal for the Baker Buffaloes down at the 4-yard line.
I want to remind folks they can call Sicily's right now, and a pizza will be delivered. They can call 775-BEST, or if they'd like to remember this, 775-BERT, same number.
Sounds good to me. I want to remind you, too, if you are viewing this game Saturday morning, after this game, you probably still have time to come out to Wedge Kyes Stadium and watch a FOP Bowl, some of the little Breck teams in action here. Ball down to about the 2-yard line, 2nd and goal from the 2. Butler was ball carried.
They're going to take a timeout. We got 1 minute and 32 seconds left in the first half. We'll go over this little message again here. Sicily's Pizza will give you a free Coke with the purchase of a small or medium pizza, a free pitcher of Coke with the purchase of a large or extra large pizza, or bring your ticket stub of tonight's game in today and get a 10% discount on any purchase. Or you can call them and they'll deliver you one. Call 775-BEST. Sicily's Pizza. Again, folks, Trev Productions will be following the Baker High Buffaloes all the way to the end. We'll be with them home and away until it's all over with. Next Saturday, we will have the replay of the first playoff game, as well as 9 a.m. Saturday morning, we'll have the replay of the 2 FOP bowl games that Sid was just mentioning earlier.
Well, Baker definitely district champs in 7 Quad A, and we'll have the home field advantage next Friday night. It should be next Friday night right here at Wedge Kyes Stadium. Baker in their first playoff game, and in all probability it'll probably be against Catholic High.
That's what everybody's telling us, so we're going to take a stab in the dark and say we'll be playing Catholic High here.
Hand off to Mike Davis from the fullback position. Mike right up the middle, touchdown Buffaloes. Mike Davis, number 32, senior fullback for the Buffaloes, takes it in from 2 yards out. Baker's back on the board with 1 minute and 30 seconds left to go in the first half. Baker up on top by a score of 20-6 against Glen Oaks Panthers. In to attempt the extra point be number 14, Greg Moot. In the hole, number 10 for the Buffaloes, Joey Nelson. Kicks up, it's good. With 1 minute and 30 seconds left to go in the first half of play at Wedge Kyes Stadium, the Baker Buffaloes are on top of the Glen Oaks Panthers by a score of 20. Color.
Are we ready to describe the colors of the pizza?
Just color, man, whatever you want to color.
Well, let's see, the reserves are wearing dark blue tonight.
Yeah, the police department's in their winter uniforms, dark blue long sleeve shirts.
I tell you what, Sid, they do a fine job. You can't say enough about the reserve program. They come out here to all these ball games. They're not paid, and they take care of all the crowds and stuff. I believe Harry Ingalls was saying he couldn't believe the cooperation that he had with the police force here and the amount of help that was available here at the ball games.
Well, I tell you, Bert, I'm really proud of that group of men. And, you know, everybody that travels to Baker, whether it's for a festival, a parade, or some function over at City Hall or here, they always comment on the number of police officers we have. And, of course, that is solely due to the volunteer effort from these reserves. Reserve got some speed with him, but we got good position. Number 42, Scott Clark, in on a tackle. Number 65 also in on a tackle for the Buffaloes. That's going to be Fred McGee, and also number 83, Artie Miller, in on a tackle. Doing a good job.
I don't know if everybody saw that, but number 6 did a nice little aerobatic move over the pile there.
That was what you call the human missile. He does that on special teams. Reggie Hilliard. Number
he didn't
6.
want to get that late hit flag.
That's exactly right. He did the smart thing. He knew his momentum was going to carry him into the play, and he dove over everybody to keep from drawing the flag. Smart play. Heads up football. Glen Oaks takes over with 1 minute and 21 seconds left to go in the first half. Ball on the Glen Oaks 28-yard line. I'm sure Glen Oaks is going to try to be throwing the ball, trying to put it up, trying to put something in the end zone. Baker secondary shifting over. Flags down. Incomplete pass, but there are flags down.
Incomplete pass.
Looks like it's probably going to go against Glen Oaks Panthers. Holding against Glen Oaks.
Intended for Duncan.
Back them up.
Flag on the play.
Is going against Glen Oaks for holding. 10-yard penalty brings the ball back down to about the 18-yard line. Bring up first and 20. First and 20, the ball back on the 18-yard line.
I tell you what, Sid, Glen Oaks better do something quick. We've got 1 minute and 16 seconds left, and they got a long ways to go.
Screen pass over the middle. Picks up big yardage on the play.
I had to say something.
Well, you had to open your mouth. Number 42, Scott Clark, in on the tackle. Glen Oaks calls a timeout with the minute and 5 seconds left to go in the first half. Glen Oaks picked up good yardage on that play. It's going to bring up second down and about, let's call it 4 yards. It was a 15-yard play. Second down and 4. Ball's just about at the 35-yard line.
Sid, let me say again, we hope later on we're going to be doing about 10 games. We're going to be bringing Baker basketball, Baker High School basketball to the folks this year. And if there's anything else they would be interested in or would like to see here locally, just give me a call or write me a letter, a postcard, whatever, to P.O. Box 55, Trev Productions, P.O. Box 55, Baker, Louisiana. Give me a call at 774-6699. We're always ready and wanting to do things here for the community.
I'd like to remind everybody to please get out and vote on Super Tuesday.
Definitely.
November the 8th, this coming Tuesday. Please get out and exercise your right to vote. If you don't like anybody running, vote for the lesser of the two evils, but please exercise your right to vote. A lot of good candidates in the race. Fumble. Bounce right back up into the Glen Oaks quarterback's hand. Pass almost picked off by number 20, Von Page, from his cornerback position. It brings up third down.
I'll tell you what, that was quick thinking on Von's part. He almost had that ball. He had to turn and grab at it, and he had a grip on it there for just a second.
As I was saying, there's a lot of excellent candidates in the race for the various offices across the parish. And ladies and gentlemen, that's one of your basic rights and privileges as an American citizen, and that's your right to vote. We want to urge you to please get out and exercise that right on Tuesday, November the 8th. Of course, also the presidential election. Ooh, in and out of the hands of number 81. The pass was thrown a little behind him. Broken up by number 20, Von Page, and number 42, Scott Clark, but still a catchable pass. Quarterback for Glen Oaks, Andre, have to be feeling some frustration. He's gotten the ball to his receivers a number of occasions tonight, and they just dropped the ball. Of course, let's don't take away from the pressure that's been applied to him by the Baker secondary. It brings up 4th and 4. Snap. Glen Oaks gets the punt away. It's a high punt. Going down to number 2, Greg Davis. He picks it up. Greg's trying to get outside. He does get outside. Picks up a good yardage on the play. Brings it all the way out to the Baker, let's say the 36-yard line. Be 1st and 10 for the Buffaloes with 40 seconds left to go in the first half of contest. Mother Nature putting on quite a light show for us out here in the northern skies.
That's a laser light show provided by Trev Productions.
I understand. You got a direct line upstairs. So far today, we have not received the rains that the forecasters anticipated, and that's good for us, good for the football team as well as the band. Oh, Mook's first incomplete pass is an interception. Mook been exceptionally sharp all night tonight, but that time went awry. Through to number 41 on the opposing team. Came up with the interception. Ball's at the 47 of Baker, where Glen Oaks will take over there with only 33 seconds left to go in the first half. Incomplete. Good pressure put on that time of number 89, Alfred Marshall. Number 89, Alfred Marshall, putting in some heavy pressure from his defensive end position. Pass incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Alfred Marshall in on the defensive rush of the quarterback on that last play. 2nd down and 10. Ball is at the Buffalo 47-yard line.
Andre on a rollout, throws long downfield into a crowd. Interception. Interception, number 29. Should be number 29, Alvin Green, in on the interception, so that turns the ball right back over for the Buffaloes. They take over on about their 20, well, the 19-yard line. Got 19 seconds left. Baker Buffaloes have 1st and 10 on their own 19. I don't think they'll try anything fancy this time, just run the clock here. But Baker's up by a score of 21-6.
I think Coach Thomas will be happy to go into the locker room with 21-6 lead.
And up off the middle to Eric Butler. Eric picks up about 3 yards and bring up 2nd and 7. And that should do it. That's going to end the first half of play here at Wedge Kyes Stadium. The score, the Baker Buffaloes 21, the Glen Oaks Panthers 6. We'll be right back with you in a few moments to bring you the fine halftime show by the Baker High School Marching Band along with Dance Corps and Flag Corps.
There's never been a better reason to get new Armstrong floors and carpet at PPP Interiors than right now. Because when you buy Armstrong floors and carpet, you make no payment until February. That's right, free till February, and PPP Interiors has Armstrong carpet starting as low as $6.99 a yard. Also now available as interior and exterior paint starting at just $6.98 a gallon. At PPP Interiors, 5120 Groom Road in Baker, or call 775-7587. Tired of the same old television? Well, General Instruments and Hilton Satellites has teamed up to bring you a variety of programs. Programs like Showtime, Nickelodeon, MTV, and more. Your dish can be installed by Hilton Satellites, and if anything goes wrong, they'll be there to fix the problem. Commercial jobs taken, financing available. So discover the world of programming available with General Instruments and Hilton Satellites, 11310 Plank Road, or call 775-1379.
What if that apple a day doesn't keep the doctor away? Will your health insurance really help? Or will medical care costs eat it up too fast? If you want a free review of all your coverage needs, check with State Farm. To find out how healthy your health insurance really is, see a State Farm agent now.
Call Bill Burbank or Montel Carson at 926-6630. Music? Do you love to sing in church or with the radio? Then come to Baker Music at 9230 Pettit Road in Baker. We specialize in church music and sound systems. Come see our pianos, organs, and guitars in the largest showroom in North Baton Rouge. Guitars by Fender and Takamine, pianos and organs by Hammond, PA systems by Audio Centron and Crate. We even have state-of-the-art equipment for all your technical repair needs. With a full line of accessories, we are Baker Music at 9230 Pettit Road, just 2 miles behind Kmart in Baker.
I'll bet you didn't know that the best tire dealer around is Big River Tire, 13950 Plank Road, right here in Baker.
And now presenting Presenting this evening for your second half of the halftime entertainment, the Baker High School marching band under the field direction of your drum major, Donald Gant. This evening show was designed, written, and taught by alto saxophone player Randall LeGrand.
I might get hungry. Stop. Come on. Hey, ask for them tomorrow. Come on. Right there, look. Hey. Presenting the Baker High School men's team under the field direction of Cynthia Crosby, captain, Thomas Carter, and Tina Dunnington, co-captains, and Denise Baxter, drill officer. They will perform to California Rocket.
music? Do you love to sing in church or with the radio? Then come to Baker Music at 9230 Pettit Road in Baker. We specialize in church music and sound systems. Come see our pianos, organs, and guitars in the largest showroom in North Baton Rouge. Guitars by Fender and Takamine, pianos and organs by Hammond, PA systems by Audio Centron and Crate. We even have state-of-the-art equipment for all your technical repair needs. With a full line of accessories, we are Baker Music at 9230 Pettit Road, just 2 miles behind Kmart in Baker. There's never been a better reason to get new Armstrong floors and carpet at PPP Interiors than right now. Because when you buy Armstrong floors and carpet, you make no payment until February. That's right, free till February, and PPP Interiors has Armstrong carpet starting as low as $6.99 a yard. Also now available as interior and exterior paint, starting at just $6.98 a gallon. At PPP Interiors, 5120 Groom Road in Baker, or call 775-7587. Tired of the same old television? Well, General Instruments and Hilton Satellites has teamed up to bring you a variety of programs. Programs like Showtime, Nickelodeon, MTV, and more. Your dish can be installed by Hilton Satellites, and if anything goes wrong, they'll be there to fix the problem. Commercial jobs taken, financing available. So discover the world of programming available with General Instruments and Hilton Satellites, 11310 Plank Road, or call 775-13.
Short kick, going out of bounds at the 43-yard line. Illegal procedure against Glen Oaks, who declined to deny the Buffalo, which is first and 10 for first arrest around 43-yard line. Butler gets to the 47-yard line. Stopped by Ferguson. About 5 yards, second and 5. Ball is at the 48-yard line. Butler carries, gets to midfield. Pick up of 2, third and 3. Carries to the Glen Oaks 49. Pick up of 1 yard, 4th down and 2.
You are sick. Fourth down.
That ball puts the ball at the 28-yard line of Baker, and Glen Oaks will pick over first and 10 from the Buffalo 28-yard line. Deer gets down to the gets to the 24-yard line.
Jeez.
Finish for our duck hunt is incomplete.
Somebody said the umbrella's leaking.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back live with you here for the second half. We're 8 minutes and 55 seconds left to go in the third quarter. We've had about maybe an inch and a half of rain, it seems like, here the second half. We got through the first half with no rain at all after a heavy forecast for rain. Looks like the pass is complete down to about the 15-yard line. Pass complete down to about the 15-yard line would be 1st and 10 for Glen Oaks on the Baker 15. Baker took the opening kickoff for the second half, was unable to move the ball, and on 4th down, it was a bad snap from the center to the punter, Greg Mook. Mook was able to gain control of the ball, but not till after he was thrown for a big loss on 4th down. Glen Oaks took over deep in Baker's territory and has moved the ball down to about the 14-yard line now. A pickup of about 2 on the play is going to bring up 2nd and 8 at the 14. And we have really got a torrential rain here. We've tried to improvise. We had rain coming into the press box, and we've had to try to construct a make-do shift over the cameraman here. But Goo Allen doing an outstanding job having to handhold the camera. We're going to have to bring you this just as best we can under the conditions for the second half. Fumble on the play. Quarterback covers his own fumble. Number 70 for the Buffaloes, Jonathan Jenkins, jumps on the quarterback. Loss on the play, back out to about the 18, let's call it the 19-yard line. So it's going to bring up, what is that, 3rd and about 14. With us in here in the press box tonight is a former Baker Buffalo, Councilman Duke Welch, council candidate now, huh, Duke? You want to say a few words to the folks?
Sid, I appreciate it. I was just talking with Brad Bowman up here where we're reminiscing about the 1970 game. We played out here when the airplane almost landed on us out here. So these last games like this is an exciting game. Oh, that was close.
Pass incomplete. Duke, I know you and Brad both had a lot of exciting moments in Baker High School football right here at Wedge Kyes Stadium. Both of you playing together and playing on some playoff teams. What was your most memorable game as a Buffalo?
Sid, I think the most memorable game I had was when we played East Ascension here when Brad scored the only touchdown, and it was a 6-0 ball game, and we played about 4 sets of downs within our own 10-yard line. So it was a real exciting game, a lot of defense in that one. Looks like it's going to be a lot of defense in the second half also.
Oh, almost intercepted by number 29, Alvin Green. And Baker will take over on a change of downs. Glen Oaks unable to capitalize on that turnover, but Baker's defense rising to the occasion and takes the ball back over. Baker will take over 1st and 10 on their 19-yard line. It's been raining since we started the second half of play here. Scores Baker 21, Glen Oaks 6. Duke, if this keeps up, there won't be any walking the streets tomorrow, will it?
Oh, yes, indeed, Sid. It's almost time for the election on November 8th, so we're going to certainly be out there. Wow, what a hit.
Muko, the keeper, brings the ball up to about the 24-yard line. Pickup of about 3. It's going to bring up 2nd and 7. Yeah, Duke, we know that we've already mentioned to the people that this coming Tuesday is Election Tuesday, Super Tuesday, and not only the presidential election, but a lot of local city parish elections. Of course, you're in a council race in your district, and we wish you all the best luck in the world on that, Duke.
Sid, thank you very much, and I've really enjoyed being up here with you. And I just want to encourage everyone out there that's listening. This election on Tuesday will determine the fate of our nation, our state, our parish, and I just encourage everybody to vote.
Butler carries for the Buffaloes. Fine effort, 2nd and 3rd effort. Brings it out enough for a Baker first down out to about the 36-yard line. Let's say the 37-yard line. Will Baker have a 1st and 10 on 37? Brad, you want to make any comments?
No comment, Coach.
Tell us about your most memorable game as a Buffalo. Duke said it had to be the East Ascension game here right at Wedge Kyes Stadium, a game in which you scored the only touchdown.
I'll agree with that.
Brad's got a man of a lot of words. Number 32, Mike Davis. The ball carry gets out to about the 40-yard line. We're sorry we don't have John Sawyer here to complete this out, because I'm sure we would have got a comment from John, something like, uh-huh. So Brad says just action, no talk.
Yeah, it is.
Well, the rain seemed to be subsiding a little bit. We got a 2nd down and 8. The ball out on about the Baker 40-yard line. Hand off to Butler. Butler goes up the middle, picks up about 2 yards. Going to bring up 3rd down and about 6. Number 64, Craig Lang, checking in the ball game for the Buffaloes. Replacing number 63, Steve Dilly. Number 3, Anthony Alexander, bringing the play in the Moot. Well, we got flags flying for the snap of the ball. Somebody's going to be guilty of all sides. Look like Baker may have jumped. They walking back as to indicate that they may have jumped. It is illegal procedure against the Buffaloes. That'd be a 5-yard penalty. Pass complete to number 13, Lindsey Scott, all the way down to the 48-yard line. Boy, Greg Mook having a great night tonight. It's going to be a little short of the 1st down. Well, nope, it is a 1st down. Out to about the 40, let's just call it the 48-yard line. Baker has a 1st and 10 at the 48. Mook hands off to number 22, Butler. Butler picking his way forward down into Glen Oaks territory, down about the 46-yard line. Eric Butler started his varsity career really in the Bel Air game at Olympia Field about 3 weeks ago. Eric had a fine game for the Buffaloes. We picked him as the offensive player of the game for the Buffaloes in that effort against Bel Air. And since then has really done some fine work for the Buffaloes. Mook brings the team up. Got a high formation with Mike Davis, the fullback, Butler, the tailback. Handoff to Davis up the middle. Davis bulls his way down close to a first down, down to about the 41-yard line. If you're just tuning in with us, we had a rain-free first half on a dry field. First half ended with the score of Baker 21, Glen Oaks 6. Started the second half with the kickoff and a torrential rain, and it continued just a downpour just up until just a few minutes ago, and it stopped raining now. Still a little drizzle, but it's run off about half the fans, I think. Only about half the fans left in the stadium once the rain started, but it would have taken only the bravest of the brave to stay out there with that kind of rain. Handoff to number 22, Butler. Butler gets down to the 39-yard line, brings up 2nd and 9. Mook's on a rollout. He got some pressure. Somehow managed to get the ball away. Almost intercepted. Intended for number 44, Breeden. Pass is incomplete. He's going to bring up 3rd down. Brings up 3rd down and 8. Mook having a lot of pressure that time. Lucky to just get the ball off. Number 3, Anthony Alexander bringing the game in the ball. Got a timeout by the Baker Buffaloes with 3 minutes and 13 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Score Baker 21, Glen Oaks 6. All right, we're back to action here. Buffalo's got a 3rd down and 8. The ball on the Glen Oaks 39-yard line. Mook has 2 wideouts. Well, we got a flag. Somebody's taking too much time, apparently. I didn't see anybody move. We'll wait for the indication of official. Illegal procedure against the Buffaloes. Should be a 5-yard penalty, so rather than 3rd and 8, it's going to be 3rd and 13.
Ball is moved to the 44-yard line.
We apologize for any inconvenience. Our cameraman, Goo Allen, doing an outstanding job of trying to cover the second half, but with that torrential downpour, we had to move all of our equipment back, and he had to hold the camera by hand without the use of a tripod due to the rain. We apologize for that, but that's Mother Nature, and if, well, there's just nothing we can do about it. If you, mention any complaints in your prayers tonight. Huh? But nevertheless, the rain has stopped. We got 3 minutes and 6 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Baker's on top by a score of 21-6. Got 4th down and 13. Buffalo's having to punt the ball. So far, the second half, of course, like you say, those young men are playing in drenched uniforms. The field should not be in bad shape, although it's wet. We had some dry weather over this past week and didn't have a lot of rain here. Of course, Coach Larry Thomas doing an outstanding job, him and his staff, of redoing this field over the last couple of years, and really done a good job. If the field would have been like it was 3 or 4 years ago, The conditions could be real sloppy out there right now. Taking a Glen Oaks bounce going into the end zone. Glen Oaks will bring the ball out to the 20, where it'll be 1st and 10 for Glen Oaks at their own 20.
1st and 10 for Glen Oaks from their own 20-yard line.
In the first half of play, Baker attempted 13 passes, completed 12 for 108 yards. They had 1 interception and 1 TD. Glen Oaks attempted 19 passes, only completed 5 for 63 yards and 1 touchdown, and had 2 interceptions. Baker carried a total of 18 times for 55 yards in the first half. Glen Oaks carried also for 18 carries, but only for 12 yards. Good job out there that time. Right there, number 89 for the Buffaloes, Alfred Marshall, and along with number 70, Jonathan Jenkins in. Just a tremendous play for them. Big loss, about 7 yards. Going to bring up 2nd and 17. Turnovers, Baker had 1 interception in which they turned the ball over. Glen Oaks had 2 interceptions. There were several fumbles, but both teams, most of the fumbles occurred by Glen Oaks, but most of them were recovered by the Glen Oaks personnel. Penalties, Baker was penalized 3 times in the first half for 35 yards. All of those screen over the middle. Boy, hard hitting out there. Number 9 for the Buffaloes, Brad Turner, stopping the ball carry up on about the 26-yard line. It was a big pickup on the play, but it's going to bring up 3rd down and about 4 for a first. As we said, Baker was penalized 3 times in the first half for 35 yards. All 3 of those penalties came on the scoring drive by Glen Oaks. Glen Oaks was penalized 3 times in the first half for 30 yards. Our second half stats are not going to be able to be too accurate with you because of the fact that Mr. Matthew Matuski, who is our statistician, was busy trying to rearrange our equipment during that rainstorm we have. So we apologize for that, but that was the first half stats. 3rd down and 4. Quarterback in trouble. Number 89, there should be a flag. Well, there's not. I don't understand that. There wasn't a back or any. Well, yeah, that was number 32. I could possibly say he was throwing to him. But, boy, that time, number 89 for the Buffaloes, Alfred Marshall. Number 88, James Monaghan, doing an outstanding job putting pressure on the quarterback. He threw the ball away. It was in some general vicinity of number 32 for Glen Oaks. So the officials didn't throw a flag, but it's going to bring up 4th down and about 4. Glen Oaks in a punting situation. Oh, we back? Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we back with color. We now have 2 mics hooked up, and we have our color analyst tonight, Mr. Bert Carson, who is also the owner of this operation. Punt goes down into about the Baker 47-yard line. Baker take over 1st and 10 at their 47. Bert, do you have anything to add color-wise?
I think the rain came down in a crystal clear color.
That's great color commentation by Mr. Bert Carson.
All I know is that we didn't want to see it come. I was especially worried because it started coming right in the middle of the dance team's thing, and I didn't know if we were going to get it all the way it started pouring, but there came a drench there for a while.
Winnie Fairloo, come to the press box, please.
Well, we had an outstanding halftime show. Just barely got it in. Good run by number 22, Eric Butler, down to the Glen Oaks 34-yard line. 34-yard line. 1st and 10. Great play. Great play by number 22, Eric Butler. 1st and 10 for the Buffaloes down at the Glen Oaks 34-yard line. And as we were saying, the Baker Band doing an outstanding job at halftime. A great trumpet solo by Mr. Dustin Gehrig for the Baker Band, and doing an outstanding job. A very talented young man.
Not to mention the excellent stunts that the dance team performed.
Well, that was going to be my next comment. The dance team doing an outstanding job as usual. And Baker be commended, an outstanding halftime. I might want to mention Mike Davis, hard runner, all the way down to the 25-yard line. Good run by Mike Davis. Coming right back, senior fullback for the Buffaloes. Pick up of 9 on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd and 1. And we might want to mention that this year, Baker's Band is undefeated in halftime performances. They have a perfect 10-0 record as well as the football team. I think we've won every halftime show, don't you? Color?
Definitely.
Color. Red is the color.
Tonight's secret color, turquoise green.
Anybody having turquoise green in their possession wins absolutely nothing from Trev Productions. Mike Davis going down again, another good run, picking up the first down, going inside the 20 down to about the 18-yard line.
I tell you what, Sid, look out in the stands. I don't think you'll find this anywhere else except at Baker. The fans are still here. That downpour hadn't stopped them a bit. Most of the stands are still packed with some devoted fans. Well, that'll end the fourth quarter with the score, Baker 21, Glen Oaks 6. We'll be back right after this.
Do you love to sing in church or with the radio? Then come to Baker Music at 9230 Pettit Road in Baker. We specialize in church music and sound systems. Come see our pianos, organs, and guitars in the largest showroom in North Baton Rouge. Guitars by Fender and Takamine, pianos and organs by Hammond, PA systems by Audio Centron and Crate. We even have state-of-the-art equipment for all your technical repair needs. With a full line of accessories, we are Baker Music at 9230 Pettit Road, just 2 miles behind Kmart in Baker.
I know my wife Susie's at home watching this ball game this morning, and Susie, I want you to look at that plaster, the Panthers. For those of you that don't know it, Susie is co-owner, along with Sheila Dunnigan, of Precious Babies, porcelain dolls. And Susie got the creative notion that she was going to stay home tonight and not watch this ball game and work on a new plaster mold for a doll. So I just want to let you know I was thinking about you, and we're going to get back to the ball game. The word plaster just stuck out, you know. Number 4, flag down on a play. Earl Marcel down as well. He's inside the 10, but there are flags on the play.
To the 6-yard line. Flag on the play, however.
If you just tuned in with us, there's 11 minutes and 52 seconds left to go in this ball game here at Wedge Kyes Stadium. This is the last regular season contest for the Baker Buffaloes. Baker Buffaloes should finish, barring something just totally unforeseen in this ball game, should finish tonight's contest and finish out their regular season with a perfect 10-0 record. Baker, with a victory tonight, will be 10-0 overall and 7-0 in district play. They will be the 7 Quad A district champions representing this area and will host, have the home team advantage for the first playoff game next week. In all probability, that game will be played against Catholic High right here at Wedge Kyes Stadium next week. Pitch off to Marcel. The penalty was against the Buffaloes. Brought the ball out to about the 27-yard line, where it was 1st and 20 from that point. No gain on that play. It's going to bring up 2nd and 20. Glen Oaks Panthers came into tonight's contest 3 wins and 6 losses. I don't think they've had but 1 district win. They're totally out of the I'm not sure who that might be, too. Trev Productions, probably. Glen Oaks, wrong. Just playing tonight for some little pride here. They're totally out of the playoff picture altogether and probably will finish in the last place in this district. Wet ball. That was just purely a wet ball. Pass was a little high, but it was right there. It was a catchable ball intended for number 2, Greg Davis, but went through Greg's hands. Greg had to jump for it, but it was a good effort. Probably that wet ball has a lot to do with that play. However, it does bring up 3rd down and 17. Ball out on about the 27-yard line. Number 3, Anthony Alexander bringing the ball in for the quarterback, number 14, Mook.
See, we got a little young visitor trying to knock on our door here, trying to get in. Little Mr. Matt McCullough. And Craig and Julie McCullough's newest addition
ain't nothing
there.
Small about that boy. He's all boy, too.
They know how to feed him.
Flag down on play. Mook rolling out, doing a great job. Ho! Almost intercepted down there. Mook had a lot of pressure on him that time by number 73. For the Glen Oaks Panthers, number 73 going to be Lance McGee. But here's a flag now. Let's see what it'll be. It'd probably be go against the Buffaloes, probably offensive holding. Flag was thrown in that vicinity where that call is prevalent.
Sid, you were talking about Glen Oaks had beat Treb this year, but we're 1-9 this year because we did miss the first game. Treb was not able to get that 10-0 season like the band and the football team.
Well, we were here. The announcers were here. That's all I want to say. So we call that first game a tie. We're 9-1-0. Let's put it that way. Ties are at the end.
We'll make up for it in the playoffs.
Baker having two wideouts. Number 2, Greg Davis to the left side of the field. Number 13, Lindsey Scott to the right side of the field. Mook drops back. He's got some pressure. He's got to run out of the pocket. He's throwing back across the gain, and number 32, Mike Davis, be short of a first down, but it did pick up good yardage on the play, down to about the 14-yard line. Let's just say the 15-yard line. Going to bring up fourth down. No, I'll call it 15. I'll tell you what, things have kind of cooled off somewhat. Game time temperature at kickoff was around 70 degrees. It feels like it's down in the mid-60s now. After the rain stopped, we got a little cooler temperatures.
I tell you what, we're just going to have to start moving football season because it's just not getting cold and we don't have the football weather like we used to.
I'd rather move these telephone poles and get them off this field here.
I'm all for that now.
I'd rather move this press box.
Yeah, I'd like to move the press box too. We need a new press box. Hopefully we can accomplish that before next season.
We can either move the telephone poles or replace them with acrylic telephone poles.
Would that be crystal clear acrylic?
Basically. Don't be stealing my color terms.
Well, the penalty was against Glen Oaks, and whatever it was, we didn't catch it because we were up here clowning around. But Baker does have a first down out of it. First down at the 15.
15-yard line, first and 10 for the Buffaloes. Handoff goes to Davis.
Handoff to Greg Davis. I'm doing that. You stick to the color.
Excuse me.
Handoff to Greg Davis. Greg picks up about 5 yards on the play. He's going to bring up 2nd and 5 from the 10-yard line.
Sid, you know, you mentioned about voting Tuesday, but one thing you didn't forget to mention, something you did forget to mention, is to vote yes for the police fire proposition.
Well, I was hoping the color man would take that. Me being police chief, I didn't want to. But yes, I certainly would appreciate your consideration on the fire and police proposition, which comes up Tuesday, Super Tuesday. It will be on the ballot here within the city of Baker. If you vote within the city of Baker, if you're a registered voter within the city of Baker, you will be looking at a proposition on your ballot, and that proposition is for a millage tax that will only, and it is worded out and spelled out that way, will only be imposed upon the people if needed and cannot be used for anything other than to take up any cut in pay that the firemen and policemen receive from their state supplemental pay. We want to reiterate that this is definitely not a raise. It is, and it will not be used unless needed, and you will not be taxed unless unless that millage has to be enacted to pay for any possible cuts that they may receive. Another flag on the play then apparently is against Baker. The Glen Oaks players are clapping their hands, and the indication is the penalty will be against Baker. It was a 3rd down and 4 play.
Sid, you can't say enough because, I mean, I believe the people can see how well the protection and fire protection, police protection we have here in Baker, and you just can't beat it. You go anywhere else, it costs you much more than what they would be at CES there. And they definitely, I don't think the police or fire in this city deserve a pay cut at all.
Well, Bert, I just wanted to say why you bring that up, and we're finished with it, but you know, I've said on so many occasions, the men and women that serve the citizens of this community and the fire and police department are all dedicated, highly trained professionals. And you know, this is what makes the departments as effective as the departments as they are. And you know, ladies and gentlemen, these are people that for the most part, they're not people that live elsewhere, miles and miles away, and come in here just into the city just to work. They're people just like you and me that grew up here, went to school here, are living here now, going to church here, raising our families here, have our kids in the area schools, and that's the kind of people you have here, and people that have a vested interest in this community, and people that want at all costs to stay here. And I might add, you know, we all knew as firemen and policemen what the pay was when we assumed these professions, and it wasn't that you know, if we were in it for the money, we wouldn't be in it. Purely and simple. That's Mook. Mook doing a fine job on keeper. Touchdown, Buffaloes. Greg Mook on a keeper had some good blocks, used his blocks very effectively, and took the ball into the end zone. Well, I'm looking. There's a flag down on the play. We got to hold the phone. There's a flag down on the play. It looks like it's going against the Buffaloes again. Greg Mook doing an outstanding job, but this one will be negated. We'll give it to you in just a minute, whatever it is. The Zebras down there are discussing it. Let's see what the call is going to be. Personal foul against the Buffaloes, so that negates that fine effort by Greg Mook and those good blocks that were thrown. Somebody messed up, and this touchdown will be negated. But as I said, the fire and police knew what they were getting into, but we're not asking for any raise in pay. What these men and women are asking for is just to maintain the pay they have. And many of these people already are working extra duty details, not to be extravagant, because certainly by no means none of us do live extravagantly, but just to make ends meet, just to provide for our families the few things that we can provide. And of course our families knew as well as we do what our professions entail, and we willingly accept that. We're just asking for your help to help us maintain our current level of pay in the event we are cut through the state funding. Thank you very much. Enough said. Get back to the ball game. We got 7 minutes and 50 seconds left to go in the ball game here at Wedge Kyes Stadium.
See, we got a timeout by the officials. He's discussing something with Coach Thomas. I imagine it's that penalty.
Well, yeah, I didn't. Of course, I was watching Mook on this side. The official on the far side is the one that threw the flag. I didn't see anything as to what had happened, but Greg Mook did an outstanding job that time of running the football, using his blockers to the best he could. And, of course, like I say, there was several key blocks thrown that would enable him to get in the end zone. A lot of personal effort on that young man who is having one of the better games of his career here at Baker High School. We're going to attempt what will be about a 37-yard field goal. Mook's got the ball up. It's got the distance, and it's good. Greg Mook kicking a 37-yard field goal. And Baker High School, with 7 minutes and 46 seconds left to go in this ball game, is on top of the Glen Oaks Panthers by a score of 24 to. All right. Fine comment by Goo Allen, our cameraman. Goo said that the Buffalo on the scoreboard did blow his smoke. So, Goo, doing a good job, boy. I tell you, fine young athlete here at Baker himself, graduating last year, doing a good job on the line. Goo, I tell you what, last year I think you and Will, y'all had a good time in that Santa Mall playoff game. It looks like all the yardage we gained last year was over you and Will's side on the ground. Y'all did a good job. You'll never forget that. Tell you what, that's something about playing any athletics, whether it's football, baseball, basketball, track, or whatever. The memories you receive from the competition that you are involved with out there on these playing fields, basketball court, whatever. You take those memories with you for the rest of your life, and certainly the case here. A lot of these seniors leaving here tonight will never forget the experiences they've had out here on this football field. Woo! Number 79 with the Buffaloes. Clayton Guillory just said hello to the ball carrier. He's a little slow getting up. Clayton Guillory putting a fine hit on him. And Glen Oaks would take over. Ball on the 32-yard line. 1st and 10 with 7 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in this contest. As we say, we started tonight's contest. The temperature was near 70 degrees. There was cloudy, overcast skies. We had a southwest wind blowing at about 10 to 15 miles per hour. There was lightning in the sky to the north and to the southeast of us for the whole first half of ball game. But we were playing on a dry field with no rain during the first half. But boy, to start that second half, it just came down. Number 77 making the tackle on far side of the field. Now, I'm going to tell you what, that shows a lot of desire. Tim Gooden, number 77, outrunning the defensive backs and the linebackers to make that tackle. Good effort on Tim's.
Fine job, fine job.
Pickup of about 5 on the play, brings up 2nd and 5. But, man, I tell you, the rain really came down here for just about the entire third quarter of play. Since that time, the rain has completely stopped. We do have a wet field, not a sloppy field, but a wet field. The temperature has dropped about 4 or 5 degrees. We're down to about 65 degrees now. And it's a beautiful night. No more lightning in the sky and no more rain at the moment. Pass complete over the middle. Ball carrier picks up enough for a first down across midfield down to the Baker 30, well, let's say the Baker 46-yard line, where Glen Oaks takes another first down in the Baker territory. Bert?
This game is brought to you by Friends of Hair Salon, State Farm, Bill Burbank Agent, Big River Tire, Superior Ford and Zachary, Hilton Satellites, PPP Interiors, and Baker Music Studios. See it?
Thank you, Bert. Back to action with 6 minutes and 34 seconds left to go in the contest. Glen Oaks has a 1st and 10 at the Baker 46. Glen Oaks back to pass. He's looking. He throws downfield. Got a man open. Oh, great job. Oh, no. I don't agree with that call at all. Pass was right on the money to number 81. But, man, a defensive back hit him perfectly. Looked like he, from this angle, they don't have the advantage of instant replay. It doesn't really look like he ever really had possession of the ball. But they're saying he did have possession. The Zebras at it. And giving Glen Oaks another first down to the Baker 31, well, say 32-yard line. But, Bert, I don't know if I agree with that at all. Of course, we got a little better advantage, I guess, where we were here looking directly at the ball and the receiver. But nevertheless, it's a 1st and 10 for Glen Oaks. Good job. All right. Number 77, Tim Gooden, playing a good job defensively for the Buffaloes. Tim Gooden making the tackle on the quarterback for a loss on the play. About a 3-yard loss, going to bring up 2nd and 13.
Well, he had nowhere to go on that one.
Tim Gooden doing a good job from his tackle position. Well, he's playing nose guard, rather. Well, tackle. No, tackle. Quit telling me nose guard. He's playing tackle. Tim Gooden. Pass over the middle. Oh, good job. Number 46, Marcus Wall, hit him first. He was polished off on the far side over there. That should be number 42, Scott Clark. Flag on the play. Way after the play. Don't know who the call's going to go on.
Yellow flag.
It was a yellow flag. Our color commentator said
don't be taking my job.
Flag.
Dead ball foul.
Dead ball foul.
My conduct against the defense of Baker.
Well, I tell you what, Number 79 going in the ball game.
Well, I tell you what, Sid, I've been looking for something like this all night because there's been lots of shoving and talking between the teams here, but the Zebras just hadn't seen it.
First down for Glen Oaks from the Baker 16-yard line.
Well, that personal foul gives Glen Oaks a 1st and 10 at the Baker 16-yard line. And, of course, Baker's in total control of this ball game with 4 minutes and 46 seconds left to go in the contest. Boy, Von Page almost come up with a big interception.
Good effort by Von.
Good job by number 20, Von Page, from his cornerback position. Von almost coming up with the interception. Brings up 2nd and 10 from the 16. But Baker's in control of this ball game. No doubt in my mind they're not going to win this contest with 4 minutes and 41 seconds left and up by a score of 24-6. But Baker's made some really costly penalties that would have, I tell you just can't make these kind of penalties in a playoff game against a good team. And hope Baker can leave this kind of stuff on the field here tonight and come in next week without this kind of ball. Number 88.
Fumble.
There was a fumble. He may have gotten it back with number 88, James Monaghan, putting good pressure on the quarterback. Along with number 89, Alfred Marshall. He was also in there. Good pressure on the quarterback. Going to bring up a big loss on the play all the way back out to the 24-yard line, where it's going to bring up a third down and about 19.
Well, what we can hope is maybe they'll get it all out of their system this game. We won't see this next week when we go into the playoffs.
We got number 84 checking in the ball game, Patrick Marshall, a defensive end for the Buffaloes. Also number 43, that's going to be Scott Jernigan in at linebacker for the Buffaloes. Coach Thomas making a few substitutions. Good pressure. Oh, I tell you what. Now that was just an outstanding, another flag. I just can't believe this. I tell you what. Now, if that's going against Baker, that is a cheap call. That is a very cheap call. Two referees standing right on top of the play, did not throw the flag. The delayed reaction from the official on the other side, I can't go along with that. Well, I tell you what, I just don't agree with that call at all. I don't agree with that call at all. This guy comes in and throws a flag 5 seconds after the play's over with. Two officials closer to him right on top of the call. Man, Coach Broussard's just going nuts on the sideline, and I don't blame him. I mean, it's like the referees just, you know, the game is almost over, and there's not any fights on the field. There's nobody trying to, referees don't have to try to gain control of this ball game. Brings the ball down to the 11-yard line, 1st and 10 for Glen Oaks, the Baker 11-yard line.
Would you say the fans are upset?
Well, officials' job is a tough job, but when they make calls like that, they deserve the criticism. Good job, number 20, Von Page, along with number 29, Alvin Green on the coverage, had good pressure on the quarterback. He just threw it up for grabs, but incomplete, brings up 2nd and 10, ball at the 11.
I tell you what, Sid, that has fired the players up. They put pressure on that quarterback like you wouldn't know it.
Hell, that was, I'd like to have a pressure gauge on Coach Broussard right now. That little man was upset. Well, we didn't have any fights out there on the field tonight, and hopefully we won't, but when you're losing control of a ball game and there are fights, that's a way for an official to gain control, but there wasn't anybody losing control other than the official.
Shotgun formation.
Tackle made by number 20, Von Page, along with number 77, Tim Gooden. Pickup of about maybe 2 on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd and 9.
Third down.
We got timeout by the officials.
Well, they making number 77, Tim Gooden, lead the playing field. The official is. Apparently, I don't know if he's been ejected from the game, or they just telling him to come out and cool down a little bit. But the officials calls that. When they make a call like that, they cause that kind of reaction in these young men. And they're just 16, 17, 18-year-old young men. You can expect that kind of reaction. Well, incomplete pass brings up 4th down. Buffalo defense rising to this occasion. Glen Oaks will have one more attempt. Well, they can get a 1st down at the 2. They can get a 1st and goal at the 2, but it's 4th and 7 from about the 9. We got 2 minutes and 31 seconds left to go in this contest here at Wedge Kyes Stadium. This is the last regular season ball game for the Baker Buffaloes. They will go away tonight undefeated in regular season play with a perfect 10-0 record. They'll go into the playoffs next week here at Wedge Kyes Stadium. Their opponent will probably be Catholic Chi of Baton Rouge. Quarterback back to pass. All over him. Good job. Number 28 for the Buffaloes. Number 28, Harold Williams, along with number 89, Alfred Marshall, sacking the quarterback in the backfield. Back out to about the 11-yard line where Baker will take over on the change of down possessions. 1st and 10. Fine job by the defense that time, and the fans that are left here in the stadium giving the defense a well-deserved hand.
11-yard line.
Glen Oaks will finish their regular season with a 3-7 record. 3-7 record.
Well, I tell you what, the Zebras definitely got people upset, but the defense showed them we can get back.
Well, Glen Oaks' only drive in this game and only score in tonight's contest was aided by 3 Baker penalties for 35 yards. That did give them 2 of the penalties were automatic first down penalties, which really kept the drive, if you can call it that, alive. That was Glen Oaks' only touchdown of the game. Baker doing a good job defensively. Handoff to number 32, the fullback, Mike Davis, powers his way up past the 15 to about the 17-yard line. Going to bring up 3rd down. 3rd down in about 4. Let's call it 3rd and 4 for the Buffaloes. Coach Larry Thomas doing an outstanding job as head coach here at Baker High School. Coach Thomas bringing this team, along with his staff, bringing his team to a perfect season here, a perfect undefeated season here at Baker High School. Coach Mook Stings mainly with his 2 starting teams for the entire ball game, but I'm sure that's due because a lot of these young men are seniors on both the starting. Great run by Lindsey Scott. Gets a first down all the way out to the Glen Oaks 32-yard line. Another flag, late flag after the play. I don't know who it'll be against, but it is a late flag. We'll see who the referees will call on this play. Glen Oaks coach is very upset on the far sideline. But Coach Larry Thomas really doing an outstanding job. We want to commend him and his entire staff. They're really doing an outstanding job this year, Bert.
This one's got to be on Glen Oaks because I tell you what, the Glen Oaks coach has got that young man over to the side and giving him a little lecture.
Flag on the play. Dead ball. Personal foul.
Will be a dead ball personal foul against Glen Oaks. Well, folks, we got 48 seconds left in this ball game with a score 24 for Baker and 6 for Glen Oaks. Baker's in possession and definitely in the driving seat here.
16-yard penalty moves the ball to the 46-yard line. Dead ball, personal foul against the defense. 1st and 10 for the Buffaloes from their own 46.
I'll bring up 1st and 10 for the Buffaloes on about the 46-yard line.
And the clock continues to
and the clock is running.
5 seconds remaining in the game.
Hand off to, well, I can't see who that was. Hilliard, Reggie Hilliard, number 6 in the ball game. We got a lot of new faces going to the ball game for the Buffaloes. I'm going to try to get them all to you, but first let's mention the coaching staff. What a fine job they've done. Fans giving them a good round of applause as the players lead the field. First team, most of them seniors. Fans showing their appreciation to them. Coach Larry Thomas just got the water jug, and Coach Mook's getting the water jug. And that's the end of the ball game. That's the end of the ball game. And the Baker Buffaloes have won this game by a score of 24-6. Gary Wentz and some of the other ball players out there, Gary Wentz, number 11, along with number 73, for the Buffaloes, that's going to be Clay Doherty getting Coach Thomas and Coach Mook with the bucket. And that's it, folks. This one's over with.
That's some excited young men down there tonight. We'll be back with a wrap-up right after this timeout. Do you love to sing in church or with the radio? Then come to Baker Music at 9230 Pettit Road in Baker. We specialize in church music and sound systems. Come see our pianos, organs, and guitars in the largest showroom in North Baton Rouge. Guitars by Fender and Takamine, pianos and organs by Hammond, PA systems by Audio Centron and Crate. We even have state-of-the-art equipment for all your technical repair needs. With a full line of accessories, we are Baker Music at 9230 Pettit Road, just 2 miles behind Kmart in Baker.
I'll bet you didn't know that Bridgestone's new Arcot tire comes with a 55,000-mile written warranty. And they're available at Big River Tire, 13950 Plank Road, right here in Baker. I'll bet you didn't know that Big River Tire's $1 million inventory includes one of the largest Bridgestone inventories of tires in the South. That's Big River Tire, 13950 Plank Road, and it's all right here in Baker.
KC, we're back here for the wrap-up. It looked like there was going to be a little problem on the field, but the coaches handled the players real well. Doesn't seem to be any incidents at all. You got a wrap-up for us?
Well, yeah, Bert, we just want to congratulate this entire Baker Buffalo team. They're an outstanding job this year. You know, there's a lot of apprehension. A lot of people coming into tonight's ball game thought that coming into this year's season, that Baker just had lost so much last year that they really thought that with the graduating seniors that Baker would not have as good a season as they've had. But they've shown us a lot on the team here with these ball players that these young men really showed a lot and doing what most people didn't expect them. I think people talking preseason expected maybe a 7-3 or maybe even a 6-4 season out of these young men, and they have really played some good football this year and have really come through. And here they are, last regular game of the season, 10-0, undefeated, District 7 Quad A champs. They'll play next week right here, the first playoff game of the season right here at Wedge Kyes Stadium. They'll play next week. Probable opponent will be Catholic High. But we just want to once again congratulate the Baker High School Battling Buffaloes for winning their district and going undefeated in regular season. We want to give special thanks to head coach Larry Thomas, along with his entire staff, offensive coordinator Joe Mook, defensive coordinator Milton Broussard, along with all the assistants, Melvin Stringer, David Hopper, Richie Orey, Earl Langwall, and Ed Braham. All of those men doing an outstanding job here at Baker High School. There you see on the sidelines Principal Harry Ingalls, who has got a trophy in his hand, who is wanting to present this trophy to the team. We're not sure what it is. Maybe it is the district championship trophy. I'm sure that's what it will be. But I think Harry Ingalls out there wanting to make the presentation to the team for the district championship trophy. We want to wish this team all the luck in the playoffs. You know, you got to take it one at a time in the playoffs. You can't speculate. You can't look ahead. You got to take it just one at a time for that ball game. And we want to wish them all the luck in the world. Hope they can go all the way this year. But whether they win one or win it all, we're certainly proud of them because they've done what nobody really thought they'd do this year in going undefeated.
Well, see, we want to, again, thank you and Greg for commentating for us this season. And, again, folks, we want to remind you, Trev Productions will be there all the way throughout the playoffs, home and away, to bring you every game all the way to the end. We want to remind you, next Saturday at 9 a.m., we'll have the FOP Bowl game on Cable Channel 2, along with the first playoff game right after that.
We want to mention, too, that Sicily's Pizza sponsors the offensive and defensive player of the game of the week, player of the game each week, and we want to announce that the offensive player of tonight's ball game is number 14, Greg Mook, who had what I consider one of the better games that he's played here in Baker High School as a Buffalo tonight. Had an outstanding game. Number 14 quarterback Greg Mook is our offensive player of the game. And for our defensive player of the game, we're going to name number 46, Marcus Wall, as the defensive player of the game. Marcus playing a good year, had a good year as linebacker for the Buffaloes, came up with the first interception of a nice game that set up Baker's first offensive possession and first touchdown in a nice game. Once again, I'm Sid Gotro along with Bert Carson. We're proud to bring you Baker High School football. Final score here at Wedge Kyes Stadium.